national debt versus GDP. That's great news. We're doing great.
We're doing
great. Nothing could go wrong here.
And this was, this is an interesting thing when you still have conversations with conservatives and in polling, you still see that Republicans have a degree of trust when it comes to, dealing with the national debt.
Right.
It's unearned in many ways, I think.
I don't think it's earned at all, right?
But
not in this day and age.
Not in this day and age. But this is, again, one of those things you can't run on. They have done nothing to slow the growth of the
Democrats will run up the national debt. Well, we've run up more national debt in the last year and a half than Joe Biden did in 4.
I mean, it would be an achievement to slow down the growth of the national debt. But they can't even, they talk about paying it down with tariffs.
Never happened.
What a load of shit.
It was a load of shit from the beginning.
Good Lord.
Never happened. It never happened. And not only did it never happen, it was among the neverest things that never happened.
Oh, man.
And yesterday's trade court decision came out and just basically said, yep, nope, your extra 10% backup plan for super tariffs no longer valid, Mr. President. Oops.
Yeah, and the refunds have started. This is another one of those things. I think it's more invisible right now, tariffs and these refunds. But it's one of those things that the ads write themselves. Democrats could be out there saying, not only did they raise your taxes without
your prices and your taxes
and your prices and your taxes, they're now having to pay the money back to the company and not to you.
And the Lutnick family is cashing in on it because they bought tariff warrants from companies for pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, we had a question about corruption in the chat. I don't think we have any slides about that right now, but it is an increasing issue in polling. You can see that people are taking notice in a major way of the family's corruption, but especially Trump himself and the White House.
Yeah, it is. That is popping out there, and corruption, folks, as I say all the time, is a killer app.
It is.
And Democrats need to keep connecting the corruption in Washington. They're getting everything they want. They're making billions with the harm that administration is causing to people. And while the Republicans let them, you're getting screwed.
Yep. That's exactly it. Well, if only we could tell them exactly what to say.
If only. Sadly, they don't. Sadly, they don't want to live in that world. But look, we had a big week. I want to play this one more clip of this MAGA guy because I think it speaks to a lot of this.
For Trump too, I'm not saying I disagree with him, but I think it's getting a little bit carried away. He's more concerned about the war over there and killing everybody over here with increased prices, and he just doesn't seem to care. And this big, beautiful bill didn't help me.
That is somebody who spent all of their tax refund on gas.
On gas. I promise you that guy spent all his tax refund on gas. Yep.
And you lose, that sort of middle American type of person. And you can see, we saw that Ohio is one of those states where gas prices are spiking.
Yep. And look, Ohio, there's an argument to be made that Ohio had transformed from a swing state in the 2000s to a purple state in the late teens to a beet red, ruby red, super Republican state. And the reason, folks, that happened is all the young people moved away because Ohio's economy is not great.
Yeah.
So what you have left is a lot of older, white, angry voters. Those used to be Trump's absolute core demo. There's a reason why Amy Acton and David Pepper are competitive in the governor's race. It's because the people that are left there have been promised an economic miracle since 2016, and it never happened.
And they're still angry.
And now, slowly, their anger is turning on the people who actually caused their problem, not the imaginary threat of Haitians eating dogs and cats. So,
there you go.